Peace and blessings, everyone. So, second day. When did I put up that video, the call? Today is Tuesday. Was that Monday or Sunday? It's been 1 day, 2 days. It's been 2 days, right? All right, so it's been 2 days since I put that video up. And so far what we have is added August 24th. What's today's date? 25th. So it was just yesterday. Why does it seem so much longer than that? Just yesterday. Actually, it's only been about 24 hours. So in 24 hours, we had 16 views, no comments, no ratings. I sent a video. How many people are on the list? We got about 20 something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42. Dang, 43. I was way off, huh? Well, I sent it to 43, well, 42, because he had to be friends with somebody who I haven't heard back from. Dewan P. Huh? He hasn't friended me yet, so I can send it to him. So 40 something people here on YouTube. And so I haven't even got half of that. So maybe there's not enough time for them to view the video, or whatever. So we'll see how it goes. I just think it's interesting that even within this short period of time, that with the 16 views, and no comments and no ratings, that it speaks volumes about something. It could be the utter audacity, or and I was thinking the word ridiculousness. Is that a word? Sheer audacity of the video and what I put in the video and what my stated goals and aims and plan was. Because just in those 16 views was even one of those viewers black or African American or African, or you know what I'm talking about. And if so, why wouldn't they give it 5 stars? No matter how, I don't know how it would be viewed by other people, by the blacks. Like I said, do they think it would be something that's just ridiculous, that's unrealistic, they can't relate? Even if they couldn't, even if they couldn't relate to my stated aims and goals and my plan for doing it, being that my ultimate goal is for their betterment, it would seem like there would be some support there. Um, because I'm not asking them, requiring to believe in, some religion or something I'm putting forth. I'm just asking them to support me in my goal of being a catalyst for truth and to do something that is, I believe, needed. I believe truth speaks to the need of some form of help for our people. The things in the past don't seem to have worked to the optimum. We got our somewhat so-called freedoms. We got rid of segregation in theory. There's laws. But even in that, you have to realize that the fact that there still has to be laws on the books to give us our rights is not a good thing. It speaks still to an issue that there has to be laws, that the people, and I guess in essence, the white people, the Caucasians of the United States, have to be told that they have to treat blacks fairly. It's a law, you have to do it. So it really hasn't been deemed an inherent right, a God-given right. The people still have to be told, this is what you have to do. And see, there isn't vice versa. Blacks aren't told that whites have to be afforded that. So it means that blacks here in America are still within a certain class of people. They're second-class citizens. Right? Thoughts? And so we'll see how this goes. All right. Like I said, it's only been day one. It seems like it's been so much longer. I guess just my anticipation. All right. That's what happened. So I'm interested to see who is going to help. A lot of these people that I sent these videos to, a lot of these people are supposed to be some of our so-called, I don't know, Black Power, Black Movement, Black Equality, Black Consciousness, awakening people who are supposed to be down for the Black cause and the raising of our people. And so it'll be interesting to see how much support I get. Once again, even if they don't understand or believe in my tactics, there will still seem to me that I should get some support. And then, of course, honestly, I don't see how anyone can take issue with what I'm saying, what I'm doing. Except maybe you might say I'm crazy for talking about going on a hunger strike, but that's really a separate issue. So I wonder if the word will be spread. I wonder what will happen once I get to New York. If I will be able to speak to those people in New York who, once again, are supposed to be for the Black cause, the Black Power, blah, 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 blah. All these people in here that are always just talking, just talking, just talking. Talking's getting old. It's being old. It's just talking in circles. You gotta take some action, even if it's unrealistic action. Inappropriate, the wrong way. It'll say you have to make mistakes before you can be successful. So you have to try different avenues to come about to your desired result. And it's also something else I found interesting. I realized today that Jay-Z is going to be putting on a benefit concert on that same day to raise money for, it said something like firefighters or something like that at Madison Square Garden. So, how many of our black people will be there supporting Jay-Z or want to hear Jay-Z? Shit, I would like to hear Jay-Z, but not on that day. How many people are going to put aside this cause I'm putting forth to do something else, to do something that they feel is, I don't know, I guess more just or more necessary to do, or they just want to do? Once again, this is for the betterment of the black people. So what is going to be, the truth behind if I'm there that day by myself, with no support? If I'm just there starving myself. Like I said, even if you don't support me, just get it out. Because if I'm there just starving myself and nobody knows, I could literally just starve to death right there in front of the United Nations, huh? Nobody really caring. So we'll see. That reminds me, I got a Twitter account, right? So it means that's how I have to be keeping in touch while I'm out there. It's Twitter, which is twitter.com/thirdchurch. So we'll see. I was talking about methods. Has this been tried before? If not, then it needs to be attempted, right? You gotta do something. And once again, about this debating, I was watching the video yesterday. Brothers debating. Who was it? It was Sarah Sutanseti. It was a Mighty Hebrew. I don't know his real name, but debating. Just these debates on the origins of our people. I can't understand the value of the debates. Because once again, okay, let's assume that one of them is correct. Sarah Sutanseti, right? If he is correct in his research about where it comes from, what now? What do I do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Is that going to bring me my liberation? Now, the only way that will is if that thus means that the black people here in the United States, the African Americans, we are our own nationality, and so we should be our own. We should be afforded our own sovereignty. Now, if you're gonna be using information to prove our own sovereignty, then okay. But if not, if it's just, all right, I got the truth, and I'm gonna go out here and debate all these other brothers, all these different factions, to show them how wrong they are and stupid they are. To what end? I understand. I see the value if you are speaking the truth. I understand that aspect of it, that you're saying it's the truth. And I always understand that. But okay, now that we have that truth, if it is a truth, what do we do with that? Or is it really an issue that we have it, but we have to move forward? At some point, we have to deal with the now, moving forward to the future. Knowledge of the past only does so much for us. And if anything, what we should learn from looking back to the past is that any and all information that you get or receive is going to be from the past. And in the past, we've known there have been many lies and deceits perpetrated within history, within nations, within cultures. So how can you truly, really believe anything? And so that's what, and I'll excuse me, debate, or to a certain extent, with anybody who proclaims that they are about truth. I see many people here on YouTube talking about they're all about truth. But then in that truth, it appears to me from the outside that just like in religion, at some point their truth is formed from out of their belief. And so their belief becomes their truth, and truth becomes their belief, and it flips. And so they uphold their belief to be truth instead of truth, their belief. And so as all these different factions, these peoples, these self-proclaimed historians, all these people who do all this research, and they look at information from the past, the truth is, how do you really know that that is the truth? That this information isn't just part of a bigger lie, a conspiracy? How do you know that? Because for me, how can you show and prove anything that you receive from the past that it is actually the truth that's valid? And the truth is, we know that lies have been perpetrated. So I will always have to question anything that I get that has to deal with the past, anything I receive from the past, anything that I receive from without, anything I receive that is not from within myself. The only thing that I can receive from myself is the truth of the now, moving forward to the future. So I have to question everything in the past. Hell, I even question sometimes the now. I question this reality, my reality. And if I question that sometimes, how can I proclaim that I have the knowledge of something, I have something? You always hear they can prove beyond a doubt. How can you do that beyond a doubt? Not beyond full doubt. There always has to be some inkling of doubt, or should be, because you don't know. You know that you read this information, that you received this, but how do you know it's the truth? Think of just the things that have transpired, of switching, people moving, of just the different things. You never know what it is you're getting. You never know what existed. Like, for instance, a student said he was saying something about, about papyrus, about when that the first written language was coming out of Egypt or something. I forget what the debate was about, but he ended up saying that papyrus was the first thing that was written on, and so it was proving some of his point. But the truth is, others will say that there was writing on other things, other objects before papyrus, on rocks and on different, on tree barks, on whatever, on buildings. People say that, so that could be true. And even if it wasn't, just because we don't have a knowledge of something occurring doesn't mean it occurred. So we may think that we know that it started there, We might think we know the origins of something, but it doesn't mean that it's true. Because we always have to admit to our ignorance of so many, many things. So like I said, we say, well, look, I can validate right here because look, there's nothing else. I can prove it right here because it starts right here. But this is right here. This is one point. What about everything outside of that that you don't know of, that you don't know about? So we always, well, I feel we always have to admit that. I always try to admit that. And so that's the truth I try to stay in. But it could just be me. So I guess that's it for today, people. Yeah, I think that's it. God bless. Peace and love.